So this is where I come to the hard part. I was wrong about Jaclyn Hill. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today the video is very different from my usual. Not that I really have a usual. If you've never been here before, my name is Kelly. I'd like to say that I make makeup videos, but I'm kind of all over the place for what fits the vibe that week, which I kind of like it that way because it keeps it interesting, for me at least. I don't really have that many people watching my channel, but I enjoy doing YouTube, so that's why I do it. I don't get views, but like that's not the reason for me. So yeah, that's an introduction on me. I have my iPad with me and I'm going to look to check back on my information, make sure I say everything right. If you see me looking down, that's what I'm doing. Like I didn't type up notes, but I feel like I should have almost. I'm super nervous about this because of the hate that I'll probably receive if anybody does happen to catch view of it. But sometimes, I don't know. I'm just telling myself that it's a good idea. And I think it is because I need to make things right. And you know, it's one of those like, it's never fun to admit when you're wrong, like, but it needs to be done. And I'm an adult and I need to make things right. So this is me doing that. Basically, let's just start from the beginning. I have been a Jaclyn Hill fan for, I think I started watching YouTube like fall-ish of last year. She was the first person I found. I don't really exactly remember how I came about her. It's just somehow, I feel like I saw her on like something on Facebook. Somebody was talking about her or something. I'm not exactly sure, but I found her. I instantly became obsessed with her videos. I loved her personality, and back at the time, I wasn't really into makeup at all. So I was very low maintenance. I'd probably like to have thought at the time that my makeup looked good, but like, not so much. But when I started watching her, it wasn't for the makeup, it was for her personality. And I felt as if when I watched her videos that it was like hanging out with a friend, if that makes sense. And to people who don't view YouTube in that way, like that might sound insane, but if you know what I mean, you know. Like you watch them on a regular basis and you feel like you're just sitting there talking to each other, except, you know, you're not talking back to the screen. You might, I mean, I don't know what's your vibe, but it just feels like you get to know them through videos and what they post and all of that jazz. So I watched her for a while, and then just as watching her, I really began to, I found YouTube to be my outlet, and I was going through a time where I had a lot of issues with, which I still do, depression and anxiety, but back at this time I wasn't on medication because I was like really anti, and I'm not saying to push it on anybody, but I do take depression medicine now, and I think that it's made a very big change. But at the time, her videos brought me like an outlet and a way to ease my mind and feel happiness. Not that I don't have that in my normal life, but it was like a separate little thing that was just me. And I enjoyed it, and I felt like it was just my personal time to become okay with myself and to enjoy my alone time together, because alone time used to terrify me and I used to hate to be alone. But now I'm totally fine sitting on my iPad watching YouTube, because not only am I in a better place mentally, it doesn't feel like you're alone, because it feels, like I said, like you're hanging out with one of your friends. So I started watching her, like I said, sometime in the summer. I'm not exactly sure. I became instantly like hooked on her videos. And then in December, I started making my own videos. I believe I even said in my first video that I'm using it as an outlet, that I loved viewing YouTube so much that I wanted to try it for myself. I'll try and insert a clip if I can find it. Let me just make a YouTube video because, I mean, it's like an anxiety outlet for me, and I know that sounds legitimately crazy, but it's something I enjoyed watching, so I was like, you know, I'll just make a video. So fast forward some time. I've been a Jaclyn Hill fan for a while. I watch her videos as soon as she drops them. And I grew not only a love for YouTube, but for makeup. Still not as good as I'd probably like to think I am at all, but I am learning and improving like little by little, and that is the thing that matters to me. And it makes me happy. So I think that's all that matters, basically. So like I said, fast forward time, August 25th, I did this makeup look with the original Jaclyn Hill palette, and it was the best eyeshadow look I've ever done, and I'm terrified of eyeshadow. Like, I love doing base products like foundation and stuff, but like eyeshadow is not my forte. So I was really proud of what I achieved with this look with her palette. So I tweeted, I'm already starting to stutter for this story. So I tweeted a picture like of my makeup look and said, please help me with my goal to get my role model at Jaclyn Hill to notice this aquamarine makeup look I did using her OG palette, like original palette, but you have 140 characters, so I shortened it. I'm such a big fan of her, and I've been DMing, tweeting since December of last year. I've improved so much with my makeup, and it's all because of her. Please retweet. Well, it didn't take long, only like, well, from looking at it, it was like 20 minutes, and Jaclyn Hill had tweeted me back, which was way more than I had ever anticipated or hoped for. I just wanted her to favorite it, just so I knew like she saw my makeup look, if that makes sense. And she tweeted me back and said, just seeing Jaclyn Hill like mentioned you on my notification screen, I was like, and she tweeted me back and said, "Aw, you're so, well, aw," I feel like I should hold it out, but she was like, "Aw," like she talks, I have a deep voice. "Aw," I'm not even gonna try and like recreate her voice. "You're so sweet. Do you own the vault yet?" Which, for anybody who's not a Jaclyn Hill fan, Jaclyn Hill came out with a vault, which was like the eyeshadow like colors all grouped into color stories, 4 different palettes from the single, like, there was these shadows that didn't make the original palette, basically. Didn't make the cut, but she released them.
4 separate shadow, like, color stories. I don't know if I'm explaining this well. But basically, she released 4 different eyeshadow palettes, like, with different color themes, from all the shades that didn't make the first launch.
So she asked, "Do you own the vault yet? If not, I could send one to you." So I didn't own the vault because I got my gallbladder taken out it's like the week before my birthday, so in April. And basically since then, I have been playing catch up because I missed work and did not have enough PTO to cover. So I've been playing catch up for money that was lost. And that's not to say that I haven't bought makeup, because like I have. Like, I could buy it, but I shouldn't buy it because like bank account said no, you know what I'm saying? So I tweeted her back. Okay, so I was like, no, I couldn't afford it at that time being when it launched. So I said I couldn't afford it at that time. Now, saying I had a lot of typos because I was shaking, because I was so flabbergasted. I'm totally taking it there, I'm using that word. I was so flabbergasted that Jaclyn Hill even like knows that I exist, more or less, reaching out to comment to me. So I'm gonna read it with the way it was supposed to be, because I tweet and like fix my errors. So I said, no, I couldn't afford it at that time. Not saying that they were bougie priced. I've just been on the struggle bus since I was out of work for gallbladder surgery a couple months ago. I love you so much, you have no idea. Like crying face emoji, like the one that's like projectile crying in a heart. And so I then had to correct myself because I made a lot of typos, and it sounded like I said that her shadows were bougie priced, and part of me died in that moment. And I also said, my car literally decided to not crank right before you tweeted me, making my day. God's timing is perfect. And my car died like 5 times that day. Anyways, this is a tangent. And so I was then scared. I was like, ooh, people are gonna think like I'm being like major like sympathy boat and lying. So I said, not lying for sympathy, I swear. Like I said, God's timing is everything. And it's a picture like with the hood popped up with like all of my car lights on, because I was having like engine problems. And she said, I'm DMing you, love. So after being such a huge fan and tweeting her a lot, like I'm gonna insert it, like a lot. I've tweeted her a lot, to the point where like I'm a fan to say the least. I'm not gonna say like, in my head I don't get on Jaclyn Hill's nerves, because I feel like in the mix of everyone else like tweeting her so much, she probably didn't notice that it was like excessive. Do you know what I'm saying? Like that's what I tell myself. So she said, I'm DMing you, basically direct messaging you, for anyone who doesn't know that, to like get my address. You know, obviously I wasn't gonna like tweet that out for like millions of people to see. And so she like DMs me. It took like a little bit, an hour or so later, which felt like an eternity. And I was like, oh my God, she's gonna DM me. Ah. Like I was at work, I was like, ah, she said she's gonna DM me. And I was so excited, because I'm like, I'm getting a freaking direct message from Jaclyn Hill. Jaclyn Hill. Everybody, I just went around to my coworkers and was like, Jaclyn Hill, talk to me. Like, she has helped me so much. I had such a hard time, and I felt like I found such solace. Is that the right word? Yeah, I think so. I found such comfort in her videos, and she brought me up from such a rough time to where I feel like I have an outlet where not only do I view videos now, not just from her, from other people, and I make my own YouTube videos now. So I'm like, she's DMing me. Anyways, so a little bit of time passes, and she said, give me your shipping address, love. I would be happy to send you a vault and a brush set. So in the original tweet, she just said that she was going to send me a vault, which I was like, whoa, like all 4 palettes, like for me, all 4, like, thank you. And so she said she was going to send me a brush set as well, which was like literally launching like in a couple days, like 3 days or something like that. It wasn't long after. So I was like, whoa, like that's fresh, which the vault was too, but the brush collection, I was like I could not be more grateful. So I messaged her back. I'm going to bleep this. Holy crap, actually, holy bleep. Because I can cuss with you, LOL. You have no idea the impact you have made on my life, because I used to self-harm because of, I'd rather not say what because of to the entire world, but I felt like I could tell her and trust into her. I said, and when I found you on YouTube, I found love for makeup, and it changed everything. I now have a healthy outlet. You have saved me in my life and my mental outlook. Please know that. I said, just wanted to make sure before anything you knew what you and your channel has done for me. And then I sent the address, because I didn't just want to respond with the address and just be like, okay, thanks. I wanted to let her know that, man, this, like, it's not about the package, it's about the fact that you just noticed me and you've made such a positive impact on my life, and I just wanted her to know that. So she read it and she didn't say anything back, which like, I know now looking back on it, like, she has millions upon millions of followers, and she's a businesswoman, and she makes videos, and she's going through a divorce right now. I shouldn't have felt entitled that she would respond back to me, but I will get to that. And so a few hours later, I was like, ooh, I just went like in heavy with the self-harm thing. So I was like, what? I wasn't trying to overwhelm you with my emotional TMI. I just wanted you to know before any gifts or tweets that you've impacted my life, and it's more than just makeup. You mean a lot to a lot of people, and never forget that. I'll leave you alone now and stop spamming. Stay beautiful. So a little bit of time passes and I haven't received my package, which I was like super impatient because I was like, I can't wait to get this. This is the coolest thing ever. So that was on the 25th. And on the 11th, I messaged her and said, hey, sorry to be a bother, but I'm stocking my mailbox and I am excited to receive the vault and a brush set from you. Is there any way I could get a tracking number so I don't look crazy walking outside multiple times a day? LOL. Once again, thank you so much for even responding to me and offering to send me these gifts. You are the best and it means so much to me. Because I've never wanted to come across like I was not appreciative and I felt like I deserved this. I never wanted to come across that way. I wanted her to know that just being able to come in contact with her as a role model that she is to me was a blessing, and the vault and the brush set was just an additional gift that I appreciate very, very much. And so that was, when I say, the 11th of September. And she didn't say anything back after I asked like about the tracking number or whatnot. And it like shows a little check mark, and from what I've read, that means that they've read it. I'm not saying that Jaclyn Hill does not have people helping with her social media, because I feel like realistically she does. I feel like, I know she has a really tight like support system within her family, and I'm sure her sister and everything helps her deal with all the influx of tweets and messages and Instagram comments and everything. They help her get through that. So I'm not saying that Jaclyn Hill viewed it and didn't say anything back. It's a check mark, and I believe that somebody clicked on it. So just being realistic, it could have been a manager, it could have been her sister, it could have been her. Somebody read it and nobody responded after days. And so she then put this video, and I'm gonna insert it.
Talking to you guys like friends, I'm just keeping it real, you know? I just don't want to disappoint you guys. And recently I feel like that's all I'm doing, and that kills me. It breaks my heart. I hate just disappointing one of my friends, you know, or letting one family member down. And I really, really value my relationship with my subscribers. And so when I feel like I have done something to like mess up or let you guys down, like, it keeps me awake at night. It kills me. Like, it kills me. Again, I'm not going to tell stories to be like, oh, poor me, I'm over here crying. But yeah, I'm just sorry. And I'm
so basically in that Snapchat, I'm sure she was talking about a realm of things, but mainly she was talking about how she had uploaded a video about like balm products. I didn't get to watch it because it was deleted before I got a chance. And she like said in the intro, like, there will be no Morphe products, and she said there wasn't going to be Morphe products, and basically she used like her brush set, which is by Morphe, and then like a Morphe sponge and something, and I don't know if she got like hate comments for it. I don't really know what took place, but she deleted the video and she came on Snapchat to be like, look, I'm sorry, I'm letting you down and everything. And from my point of view, I'm like, I love you uploading. I don't care what you upload. Like, you are not letting down your subscribers by saying freaking Morphe. Like, I don't know why those people say that they're your fans when they care if you mention Morphe or not. You've already, like, it's always been a thing. You and Morphe have always been a thing. So I don't understand why they're your fans and now they're mad because they think you're like shoving morphine down their throat. Listen to this and I'm upset because she's talking about how she feels like she's letting her subscribers down. Meanwhile, I haven't received a package that she said she was going to send to me. And I feel like that is letting down your subscribers. Not the fact that she, you know, didn't send me the brush set. I just wanted a response from her because, like I said, I never felt like I deserved and I was owed the brush set. I just wanted a response, and I would have been fine if she didn't send me anything and she just was like, look, I appreciate you thinking so highly of me, or, you know, like, just no, I don't know. I just wanted a response, and I felt like I was being ignored, and I felt like that was letting a subscriber down. And I am someone that I've made very clear that she's helped me so much with my mental health, and I just feel like, as someone who she advocates for anxiety all the time, I just felt like she would say something back. And so for some reason that Snapchat triggered me, and I thought it was a good idea to go to Twitter and talk about it, which never do that like just quickly without thinking stuff through. So I went to Twitter, and I thought I was gonna, like, I knew that I was gonna get backlash, but I thought I was gonna be able to handle it, and I couldn't. Just spoiler alert. So I put, in response to your Snapchat, I teared up because I feel disappointed as a supporter due to the fact that I was not only told by you that you were sending me gifts that I never received, also told you in a deep message how you saved me from self-harm and you are my role model, and you never said a word back. That isn't the Jaclyn that I love. She would never let someone pour their heart out on what a positive effect you have had on my life with no response or care. I stopped wanting to hurt myself or use negative outlets because of you. I don't care about the vault or the brush set. I just wanted my biggest role model to take note of the fact on how you saved me. And in return, I got nothing. Radio silence. It broke me. And so that tweet, I got a few likes, but I quickly got hate that I didn't know how to deal with, and I quickly deleted the tweets because I immediately felt like a butthole, to say it politely. I felt just like an idiot. And so people were commenting stuff like that, and also maybe she didn't see it. Have you ever thought about that? She gets thousands upon thousands of people wanting to reach out to her a day. I mean, this should be common sense, sis. I hope you find happiness through yourself rather than others, but don't put that kind of pressure on another person. It's not right. And I read that and I just felt like this pit in my stomach, and I'm like, I wasn't trying to say, like, if you don't respond to me, I'm gonna go back to self-harming and I'm gonna kill myself. Like, that's not what I was meaning. That's not what I was aiming for. I just wanted her to know that she has affected me and I'm in a good headspace now. And I get how it seems like that, but that's never what I wanted. And I felt horrible that I put that kind of pressure on Jaclyn after she's already dealing with so much. And so then someone said, I don't understand why people look up for someone so high until the point for me is not healthy anymore. And the one that really did it into me was this one. Seriously, I get you have issues, but don't push that ish on her to fix or validate you. That's not her job. She may be your role model, but she has a life. She is a person. She doesn't have to answer you back. Get over yourself and your entitlement. That hurt me so bad because I was never trying to view Jaclyn as someone who wasn't a person, who didn't have feelings. That's why I thought so much, and that's why I expected a response, because I know how much her subscribers mean to her, and that was never what I was going for. And the entitlement part hurt because I never asked for anything. I said, please help me to get Jaclyn Hill notice me. That's all I wanted, was her to notice my makeup look. Meanwhile, I will insert the multiple tweets that people commented afterwards straight up asking her for the vault, saying I'm on disability, all kinds of stuff. I mean, people were just asking for it. I never asked for anything. She was giving it to me out of the kindness of her heart, and I appreciated that so much. I did not feel entitled to anything, and I appreciated it, and I felt so bad after I received that tweet that I took it down. And then I received a message from Jaclyn Hill, and my heart sunk, because I was like, she's gonna hate me now, and she's never gonna talk to me again, because she's gonna think I'm an entitled subscriber who doesn't think that she's a person, and that I think she's Jaclyn Hill the robot, and that was not what I was going for. And so she messaged me, and I waited a few minutes before I clicked on it, because I was like, she's gonna clap back, and I'm not ready. Like, this is my role model. She means so much to me. And she said, I saw your tweet. I sent you a vault collection and brush set on August 27th. You did not receive them. I said, no ma'am, I didn't, but I'm not worried about that. It was a gift. I'm not entitled to that. It was a present. It is fine. You will notice that I say that I'm not entitled, because those tweets had such an effect on me, and I felt like such a jerk, I said, I'm deleting the tweets. I shouldn't have put that pressure on you, and I'm getting hate. So sorry. Or no, I'm sorry. I'm getting hate. So don't worry about it. I appreciate you. I know you were dealing with a lot as well, and I'm sorry to hear that. And it's sorry if I put extra stress on you, because I know she's going through a lot, and I was never trying to make her feel like she had to worry about little old Kelly sitting in North Carolina self-harming, and if I don't respond, she's going to make a bad decision. Like, that's not what I was ever saying. I'm in a good space now. Like, I don't need her to respond. I just wanted her to know as a positive that she has helped me grow. She said, it's okay, I'm wondering why I didn't get to your house. I was basically like, I know that deliveries were affected by Hurricane Florence because I live in North Carolina. I'm not in a place that was affected. I didn't say that, but I'm letting you know, like, I'm not trying to act like I was affected by Hurricane Florence. But anyways, I know that deliveries were affected by Hurricane Florence because I live in NC, so possibly they got lost. Every website you go on for ordering gives a notification about our area, so that is super possible, because basically all throughout North Carolina, FedEx and UPS and such was delayed, to say the least. So then I said packages were lost, and I mean, that's the least bad thing that can come out of a hurricane, trust me. But I've definitely seen a ton more notices about it everywhere, and by that I mean like the deliveries being delayed. I said, but thank you so much. Please don't stop doing YouTube. I don't care if you say Morphe 1 million times in one video. They are cheap and you love them, so what's wrong? Thank you for fixing this for me. So this is where I come to the hard part. I was wrong about Jaclyn Hill. I had a split moment where I felt like she did not care about me, and that is not the truth. Last night, I received the sets that she promised me, just like she said, and they said like 2 days shipping, so she basically paid to get them rushed to me, and she fixed the situation. She did not comment to me anything about my self-harm or my story or anything like that, but I've thought a lot about what I wanted to say, and there's a video where Jaclyn Hill is with Laura Lee and Manny, and I believe that's the video, and she said, you're not always going to be everything for everybody, I believe is the saying.
Yeah. One time I heard like the best piece of advice, and it actually came from my friend Jackie, and it's funny because she's not someone to give advice. Like, she's not like an advice giver. Like, she's not. Like, she just kind of like listens to you and like will be there for you, but like she doesn't really give advice. Yeah. One time she opened up her mouth and gave me advice, and it changed my world. She told me, she said, not everyone is going to be your everything. And when she said that, I was like, oh my God. And she was like, you just have to take people for what they are and appreciate them for the good in them, but not expect them to be everything. Yeah. And so true. Ever since that, I feel like I have eased up on everyone.
And you know, I really let that sink in. As I was thinking about what I was going to say in this video, like, she shows her appreciation by giving, by gifts. She might not know what to say back to me. She might not know what might trigger me. And I understand that she she didn't have to say anything back to me. She didn't have to say, well, thank you, I'm glad I'm your role model, Kelly from North Carolina. Like, I should have never thought that. And just because I would respond a certain way, I shouldn't have put that on Jaclyn Hill, because like the person said, she's a person, which I never forgot. And that might just not be something that she's comfortable with entering the realm of. And I have to be okay with that. And she is not a bad person. And everybody likes to drag her name through the dirt. And had a split moment where I felt like I was just a person watching her videos and making her money, but it's not like that at all. She made sure before she got to LA, because she messaged me saying she was leaving and she wouldn't be able to get it to me for a few weeks. She made sure before she left that she got this sent out to me. And this is how, like, this is how she shows you that you matter. Is it about the monetary value? No, but this might be how she feels comfortable letting you know, like, I mean a lot to you. Well, thank you. Like, this is specifically from me. Just know that. Like, I don't know. I mean, I can't say that for a fact, but I was wrong about Jaclyn Hill, and I'm sorry for ever going to Twitter trying to drag her and make her sound bad. It was out of a place of hurt, being triggered from that Snapchat, and I was wrong. She's a good person. She made it right. And while you feel like right now every drama channel is dragging her for every little thing that she does with her meet and greets, whatever it may be, like, I'm just here to let you know that she's a good person, and I think even higher of her now after this experience. And it's not about the gifts. It's not about the fact that I feel entitled and, oh, I got this for free. Like, she went through her busy schedule and made sure that I received that, and that's what mattered. Like, I mattered to her, and she wanted to fix it for me. I hope you guys were able to understand me and that I spoke not crazily, where it kind of like makes a little bit of sense, guys. So thank you for watching this video. If you made it this far, if you're watching Jaclyn, I am so sorry for ever making you look bad through saying anything on Twitter, and you have my greatest respect. So, bye.